What few people knew at the time was that she was 7 months pregnant with Billy's child.
Mary Kay Letourneau, part 6. And at the end of part 5, we saw her very stirring speech in court. But let's talk about how the people in her life held her accountable. Not at all. Spoiler, not at all.
Her kids, were swept away almost immediately after her arrest.
She had no family in Seattle. She had nowhere to go other than her own home. Divorce proceedings had started. And Steve was basically torturing her in very
No, he was not.
subtle ways.
3 months later, just before Billy turned 14, Mary Kay gave birth to his child. By this point, Steve had moved out of the house.
When I got to Seattle after Audrey was born, there was nobody there to help her. She had no one. Her mother refused to acknowledge Audrey as a grandchild. And her family was totally against her.
By torturing her friend means that the father took custody away for a very, very clear reason, because how old was the father of that baby? 13? Yeah, a couple weeks before his 14th birthday. Caught that. Yeah. Well, okay. My violin is very small, but mighty. And I put it, and I try to do this, but it's like a neck thing with it. Did everyone just abandon her because they were mean? No, dude. Like, I don't even know what weird vortex timeline this was, even though I was there for it. Like, and that's the thing is, even, listen to this, okay?
She hadn't done wrong by sleeping with Billy. The wrong was adultery.
Yeah, that was her attorney. So that's nice. But at the end of part 5, I showed her, and she had this emotional appeal to the court and whatever, and here's how the judge was.
This has been an extremely difficult case in many, many respects. I am satisfied that the defendant is amenable to community-based treatment. Although reasonable professional minds do differ, I am persuaded overall by the experts' opinions. Whether you stay out of prison is completely within your hands.
So this judge went up there and literally was like, you know what? They say this is a bad idea, but I have a feeling. And this is a real question. I'm not even going to jump gender. I'm going to say, what would the situation look like if she had been a person of color and he had been white? At the very least, I can guarantee there would have been bail and no suspended sentence. But even with the suspended sentence, Mary Kay had to serve 6 months mandatory, but she got out in 5 with good behavior. And what did she do as soon as she got out?
Started dating again and hanging out together. In fact, he was really missing in action from his home for about a month, living in Mary's
Part 7 will be opening now.